Hello YouTube. A few weeks ago I got this Monster S2R and it has a single swing arm, as you can see, and I didn't want to buy new rear stand because I really needed to do like oil change and basic like maintenance, like chain lubrication. So, and when I went and when I googled it, those swing arm single swing arm rear stands are terrible and they're expensive, like Pitbull. They probably about 250, 270. I didn't want to spend that much since I had my second bike is this this Ninja, and it just has like a spools here. So I decided to do some sort of setup. I can use my this is a regular rear stand, like a paddock rear stand from Cycle Gear. And I will first I show you what it looks like. It's pretty stable, it looks great. So I can do whatever I need to do right now. And I will take it apart. It's pretty simple. You can spend probably 10 or 15 bucks on all the parts to create this, just a shaft and mandrel. And so I'll show you how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna be doing real quick. My neighbor is doing renovation here. There's gonna be some noise. Anyway, what you need is 12-inch threaded rod. You can buy in any hardware store. So I got it and picked up in Menards. If your bike is wider, you have to measure the distance. Like go through this hole and measure distance of your, measure distance, how much do you need for your bike if you have Ducati or BMW, because Ducatis also have different the sizes, and this way you can exactly figure out and buy. Maybe for me a 12-inch was fine, but you can buy the longer threaded rod, and this is about like a 2 feet, and you can cut probably about I could probably go with like a 14-inch. So but anyway, that's what we need. It's only a couple bucks. Okay, so this is only like 150. And flat washers I had to drill because I needed 3/8. So this rod is a 3/8 standard 16 number 16 thread, and I picked up a couple of those I found in my basement, and this I picked up a couple of washers, like 40 cents or something. All I had to do is just drill 3/8 hole, and you need like a dozen of these 3/8 nuts. This is right here, 3/8 nuts, and 16 thread. And this is also some of these washers. This is a flat washers. I think it's about 1/2 inch. So anyway, so this is what you need. That's pretty much. And if you have, before I forget, and PVC pipe, you need to cut, because I need it for the spacers. This is $4, like $4.50, 1/2 inch PVC pipe. Okay, so that's what you need for this for the spacers. So, and okay, let's just put it together. It'll be quite simple. Okay, what you do, you already previously marked it because I know where is my nut. You need 2 nuts here because this would work as a locking nut. So I used for the right hand side, but this is Ducati again. For your bike might be different configuration. I used this the flange nut because it holds. We'll get to this later. It holds this socket, right in place, because this might be a little too big. So I'm talking about the small washers. So okay, let me get to the this washers here. So this is important because you need a couple of those. So what you do, you kind of lock this in place where you marked it. So, and you have to tie pretty well. So on this side the same. This side I pretty much marked it already, so I know how much I needed. And you could just do it This is a 14 millimeter. You need, you know. Okay. It's better if you do like a 2 of them. Okay. Okay. All right. So now, most important what you need for this, and that depends on your bike. I use my regular, I have the socket wrench set, and I'm sure anyone who has a garage has like plenty of those. This is 7/8, and this is, I believe, there would be 3/4. So, because I needed outside diameter 25 inch and 30 inch. And they fit perfectly. Let me show you. This one, they would just fit right in. Just amazing. So that's exactly what I needed, because I was looking for wooden dowels or whatever. I could not find it. So, okay. So, and frankly, you can buy them. I think they kind of $4 or $5 each. But to be honest, I'm using only metrics, and this is, I hardly ever use it. If I need it, I actually just kind of unscrew it, because I don't really need this rear stand for, you know, all the time. Only maybe like a couple, 3 times a year. So this is it. This is free. Okay. So let's do that. So, okay. Let's get to this part. I'll start from the left part of my Ducati. So let's start from the left part, and I need one of these washers. Sorry, I need the washer, not the nuts. I need one of these washers. Okay. Okay, we'll get this one. 25 millimeter. Okay. So it's gonna go this way, because what we do, we will, when we get this nut, the washer, we have to, it will hold with a nut, and it will actually have to tighten up pretty good. So let's do that. We're gonna get one of these 3/8 nuts. And I'm going to get this spot up, and then we need a second nut. Okay, and then we'll get a smaller washer. The smaller washer is to actually to hold it in place in case if you know your rear stand will go on the right. So this is kind of for the safety basically, and you know. We're gonna get that, but before that, that's why I got those PVC pipe. I cut it just to 15 millimeters. It will go right in, and then we'll go this smaller washer. So this washer, I think 35 millimeters, and this one 37, the big one. But this is, again, this is Ducati. So important that this has to be larger diameters and actually insert socket. Okay, I think we're pretty much done here. So, and you know, you pretty much do the same part, the big part, you do the same way. So this is pretty much the setup. Okay, let's get to the bike. Okay, so here we are. So I'm gonna start from, you know, the left-hand side, and so we're gonna push it, see how nicely it fits. This is 25 millimeters inside diameter, and this is pretty much just enough to get in. So it's and this bigger washer just holds it, and that's what creates the tension. And let's do other side here, and we need about 1.5 inches or 2 inches on each side. So okay, let me just adjust the camera here. Okay, we got all the parts here, and you know, this socket goes first. And if you remember, we have like not a washer, it's sort of like a washer with like the one which is a flange, not with a flange, it will hold it. You kind of works as a washer here, so it has to be lined up perfectly. And this spacer is I had this plastic tube. I cut it, and the reason why, because it fits here perfectly. It goes inside this. Let me just show you again. It goes inside this socket like that. Reason why, because when this washer goes inside, so it kind of it will first of all creates more like stiffness, and washer won't like concave through. So that's why I'm using it, just for precaution. So here we are. And this goes in. Then we do the bigger washer. Hold on a second. So I think that's the wrong one. Yeah. Sorry. So this one. This is, I think, this like 37 millimeters washer, and we're gonna do a couple nuts. So you have to kind of tighten it up pretty well. Yep. I'm using 2 wrenches, so I could kind of like. Okay. You have to tie it pretty good, so create the tension in the rod. Not too crazy, but yeah, that's pretty nice and tight. So get a second one, and then so that's also pretty nice, because that's why we got this PVC pipe. I cut it. This is 15 millimeters. I need it only here, and it fits just perfect. So and the smaller washer. I think this one is like 27 millimeters. And one more nut. And this is it. Sorry. Yep. I think we're all done here. Okay, we're done here. So look at this. So now you have to adjust your rear stand to appropriate size, and I'll show you how it works. Here we are. Voila. Now I can do whatever I want and not to spend $250 for the pitbull stand. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll show you one more time. Yeah. It's great, very neat, and like I said, you probably, if you have a different bike with different, inside diameter, just go with your digital, caliper and measure inside diameter, and then you could see if you can find one of those in your, socket range. I have a few of these sets, and some of them metric, and you have to measure, outside diameter and see if it works. But again, you can cut some kind of a PVC pipe, so like wooden dowel. I mean, just be creative. But it's a great solution for for single swing arm, because each time I buy a new bike, I always have to buy like adjust existing, or have to buy a new swing arm, which is the rear stand, which is kind of a pain in the neck. All right, thank you.